What is up, guys? I hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. How is everybody doing? Akil, thanks for joining, dude. Always first in the chat. Always appreciate you, man. Thank you for turning up. Big day today, but regular day. Big day because I've got a lot to do, and I haven't been able to play bass at all today. So, without any further ado, let's just get cracking with this practice session for the day. Could probably turn the music off a little bit. How you doing, man? You good? Thanks again for switching to Phil Plays Bass, dude. Got 711 subscribers now. This has grown a lot, dude, over the last couple of days. Well, a lot at scale, right? It's not the fastest growing channel on YouTube, but it is growing, and that's what matters more than anything else. Cool Saturday. Lovely, man. Here as well. Same thing. All right, let's start with some Hadrian Ferrod exercises. 70 BPM. Oh, that's weird. This doesn't want to work normally anymore. Okay. I've introduced some new bugs. Great. Go to the original. No idea what I've done, but I have done a lot of coding the last couple of days, and clearly I've been a bit careless with the code. Whoops. Still works on the website, which is what really matters at the end of the day. All right, let's get cracking. Hadrian number 1, 1 step down, 2 steps up. Forgot to switch to the action cam. And here we go. Okay, cool down. Actually, I might try this exercise again. Yeah, I'll do it again just a little bit faster. BPM. Go back to this one, please. Stop. 70. But 80. No. Let's go. 85. Oh, the turnaround's a bit awkward. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Yeah, bit of an awkward turnaround on this one. I don't know why. When I increase the speed, I don't seem to be doing too well anymore. What's up, Jeffrey? Thank you for joining, man. Appreciate it. Is that a whale? Is that a big laughing whale? Thanks for joining, dude. Appreciate it. Okay, exercise number 2. Jeez. Sorry, the last couple of times were not particularly clean. I was really pushing the endurance stuff right there. Ouch. Good for the forearms though. Oh my god. Alright, let's move on to Lars Lehmann exercise. Could use a click on there as well. that one. Good question. Ah, it's switched already. Bumblebee, let's go. Position, there we go. It works. All right, speed it up a touch. I say a touch, but more than a touch. 1, 2. Ouchie. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Akil, you talking about the UI of the app? Because I'm working on something else with that app, in fact. It's more for the nerds. I mean, bad request. It's not a bad request. Oh, my face is gone. Oh, great! Look at this UI. Isn't that just gorgeous? It is with Node Match app. Watch this. Ooh, what's that? What is this? I hear you wonder. Yes, that is exactly what you think it is. The range selector. That way you get to practice exactly the part of the neck that you're interested in. So it's an option, it's optional thing that needs to be added in the options here. In fact, do I have the tuner on? No, I need to add the tuner. Oh. It looks Gen Alpha friendly. Gen Alpha? What is Gen Alpha? Is it the like very old people? What is Gen Alpha? Are you Gen Alpha? Kill. Anyway, I don't think it works because I've had to change the whole infrastructure behind the code, and now the notes don't get recognized anymore. Yep, that's what I thought. Anyway, that's not code that's on the app just yet. People born after 2013 is referred to after Gen Alpha. Wow, dude. Gen Alpha is literally just the youngest. The very young teenagers are Gen Alpha. Gotcha. Children and very young teenagers. Cool. But yeah, this code is glitchy as hell, so that's not on the it's not on the actual website yet, but I'm working on it because a bunch of things have disappeared because I've fiddled with the code so much that now even the progress bar that you see, normally with the timer, there should be a progress bar, sort of progress circle that goes around here. The note recognition doesn't work because I've changed everything behind it anyway. So nothing works anymore, but it will again. It will again very soon. And in the meantime, I haven't touched what's on the actual website, so nothing's broken. So we're good. Okay, warm up. Warm up is pretty much done. I feel quite happy with that. Now moving on to what else did I want to do today? Oh yeah, yep. Got to be working on this. The solo that I was transcribing. Well, it's never left, so it's not like it's making its big comeback, but it is coming back today. And I think I'm just about good to play it at 80%. I'm gonna test myself on that. I might regret just saying that, but hey. Don't risk nothing, win nothing. This can go. Amazing slowdown is at the top right. Let's go. Okay. This is a guitar solo that I've transcribed. Guitar solo over the jazz standard There Will Never Be Another You. And in this case, the solo I'm transcribing is from JHL, fantastic Swedish bass player / multi-instrumentist. And in this case, he plays it on guitar. The monster. Let's go. Nice. I think that's the first time I've actually played it correctly ever at 80% speed. Sweet. Wow. Kind of proud of myself. Shall we try 90%? Okay, 90%. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go crazy. Ah, no. Not yet ready for this one. Akil says, Phil, any tips on hammering on high gauge strings? You mean hammer-ons on high gauge strings, i.e. hammer-ons on high gauge string? High gauge being heavier strings, sort of thicker strings, bigger cross section. Do you have an example? Is there a specific tune that you're struggling with this particular technique? Akil, let me know. Do let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to run through this chorus a couple more times. Yeah, lower strings. So bigger strings, thicker strings. Tips on hammer-ons. Good question, dude. This is what we're talking about, right? On guitar or on bass? I make it look effortless. Well, then in that case, blame this little muscle right here. That's the thing. That's the one. I think. Tips, dude. That's a great question. What tips would I have for this kind of stuff? Okay, my entry point before I put any more sort of thought into this would be just do this a lot. But that's not the most sort of interesting exercise in the world. Play scales. You can pluck one note. Oh, damn, dude. Yeah, I hear you. Obviously you can hear it's possible, so it's most likely just a matter of practicing it. You won't be able to do it until you will every now and then. Every sort of 50 note, every one note out of 50, you'll be like, hey, that sounded pretty good. Then you keep pushing, and then it's 5 out of 50, 1 out of 10, then 1 out of 5, and then 1 out of 2, and then eventually you're succeeding more than you're failing at hammering on. But these kinds of exercises, dude, give yourself a little runway by plucking a note. That way it's already resonating and you don't have that much work to do. And I think that would apply to the guitar as well. learn or play some riffs that you already know and like, or just scales, like I say. If you play these scales that are spread of 3 notes per string, that way you've got not only some, even on acoustic guitar, good exercise, and you've got a little runway by plucking the note or by picking the note to start with. But that is a good question, dude. What would I say to one of my students? They wanted to learn hammer-ons. Oh, dude, there is a track by Anderson .Paak. Everybody loves Anderson .Paak, right? The tune "Am I Wrong?" I think that's what it's called. Am I Wrong? Yeah. It's got a really, really great bass line. I'm gonna try and see if I can. Yeah, let me just play a second of it. You'll see what I mean. It's a great track for practicing these little things. If you're into, well, I'm thinking of bass, but it can be sort of an acoustic guitar riff as well. That's the one. So check it out. Should be appearing now on the screen. There we go. Am I Wrong? Anderson .Paak. And that one has a really cool bass line that has a lot of hammer-ons, and it would be nice as well to play it. I think you could get a lot of practicing done by not really practicing, by just playing along to a tune, which is my favorite way to practice, is just find shortcuts. And usually it's find a tune that has the technical thing that I'm trying to improve and just play that tune over and over again, because I'm doing multiple things at once, for people with low attention span, like most people nowadays, that includes me, it's one way to get a lot of things done while still having a lot of fun and being a little bit distracted by everything else that's going on in the tune, rather than just honing into, which I can kind of do as well now, just honing in onto the specific exercise rather than, faffing around essentially. You see what I'm doing there? Or and the bass line goes like, it carries on like that for practically the entirety of the tune. So it's a really cool little song to practice hammer-ons. There's obviously loads that I can't think of just now. Could you do a similar thing with like some level 42 stuff? Probably. I just can't think of any other tunes right now. Do I do? I don't think you could do. Yeah, probably not a lot of hammer-ons on "Do I Do," but "Am I Wrong?" Anderson .Paak, I think, is a good tune to practice that. And again, that's off the top of my head, but there are probably a great many. Oh, dude, of course, That 8 minutes 21 tune that I was playing. That one as well. Really good stuff in on there. Obviously, they're a bit harder to play on the acoustic guitar, I reckon. It's definitely definitely a bass centric tune, but I reckon it could be adapted to the acoustic guitar as well. Ooh. Sorry, guys, didn't sleep too well last night. Um, I really want to play along to this track, but gonna have to be to a click because there's YouTube. Right? I think the tempo is 96 BPM. What's up, cooked guy? How you doing, dude? Phil, I'm thinking to start my guitar journey on a Fender Squire Sonic Strat. I feel like you've mentioned that before. Go for it, dude. Go for it, and let me know what it's like. But you can't really go wrong with Squire. Do consider cheaper options as well. But as far as I remember, these Fender Sonic ones, they're not that expensive. So what have you got to lose, my guy? Go for it. Go for it. I'm losing my English accent. Ugh, don't like it. All right, let's give this one a try. One, two, one. Oh my god, dude, that is so difficult. That stuff. Woo. Cook guy says, I mean, Squire is affordable and so versatile. Absolutely, dude. I can't. Sorry, need to move this thing out of my face. You're right, Squire generally, and or any sort of Fender um, derived instrument. Just the simple shape of the wood mean that it's kind of a versatile instrument. And usually, if they usually slap on some pretty generic pickups in there as well. So yeah, I would go for something like that. And again, dude, where's my Harley Benton? Where's my HB? There we go. When it comes to bass, this Harley Benton thing costs 180 euros or 200 euros. I reckon you can find similarly priced guitars from the Harley Benton range. I'm going to show you the headstock so you can see the name of the brand, Harley Benton. And their guitars as well, although they are mass-produced factory basses. I definitely recommend to check out that brand as a guitar player or as a bass player. That's it. That gets my vote. I'm not endorsed, but I do endorse them, whatever that means. More sales for them. I'm gonna just run through this thing one more time because I was actually pretty happy with the way it sounded. Yeah, but I'm confused. Should I go with HSS or SSS? Phil, any suggestions? As my music taste is more like Mac DeMarco, Bryan Adams, Kiss, The Smiths, Cutting Crew, Tears for Fears, Whitesnake, Memo Boy, Cass. I don't know what Cass is. Children. The Crazy Are Soldiers? The finish on the HB is just so premium. Indeed, indeed it is. It is matte. Yeah, yeah, dude. I've never been. I, I mean, you can tell I'm more of a sunburst kind of guy. It is matte black and it is pretty good. Absolutely, dude. Like it. This needs a new set of strings, actually. Cooked guy. Unfortunately, man, I'm not really versed in electric guitars. So unless you're talking about, unless when you said guitars, unless you meant basses, I sadly haven't tried any of the Fender Sonics, and I don't know anyone who owns any of them. I wish I could give you a more sort of definite yes, go for it. Although I am giving you a yes, definite go for it, but I can't vouch for the quality of the guitar. I just know for a fact that I've never really been disappointed with a Fender. Plus, just order it, and if you don't like it, just return it. You know, try it for a few days, and at the end of the day, dude, remember this: so much more important than the guitar is sound is 99%, 99. Oh, jeez, 99%. It's in your fingers. I know some people would disagree about, people love to talk about gear. They love to talk about cables, strings, different gauges, this sort of stuff. I'm like, they're more like mental obstacles in my mind, right? Okay, everybody's got a story. It's like, oh, I could never play this, and then I switched instruments, and then I could play it. Like, sure, dude. If you want to play some Victor Wooten, then maybe you should invest in a pretty decent, a really well set up bass guitar. Or if you want to play some Ingve Malmsteen, you need something that allows you to shred. But if you're a beginner, you're not going to jump straight to these super virtuosic scenarios. At first, you're going to need at least a couple of years to start contemplating studying some of these pieces. So I say go for it, dude. 100%. Go for something. Go for something that's cheap, but that has a little bit of brand attached to it, and Squire does have that. I hope this dissipates your confusion, and I'm sorry if I can't give you a more definite sort of recommendation for that sort of stuff, dude. Um, all right, gonna give this one another try because I love playing this line. It's so good. 97 BPM. No, I'm not crazy. Um, YouTube, please make a comeback. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so hard. Let me just turn the microphone off. I'm losing it. Starting to sound, starting to fall apart. Okay, what am I going to do now? Wonder. I wonder. Thanks for the suggestion, man. We taking any song requests? I wish, dude. I wish we could. I'm trying to rely on something else than playing tunes at the moment because we're inching ever so close to the 1,000 subscriber mark. probably going to take some time, right? And by the time we get there, copyright strikes can be really, really brutal. At the moment, they don't matter at all, but in the future, they will. And that's kind of where I'm a little bit stuck. Is I don't want to rely on tunes too much or at all, really. Um, but do give me the request, dude, and I'll see if I can sort of work something out, sort of an in between. Maybe I could easily sort of program some drums and um, play kind of like a little cover of it rather than play along to the original. But do let me know. I'm interested hearing what people like to listen to. There was something else I really wanted to sort of brush up on, which is an old exercise that I first spotted on Felix Pistorius's Instagram page, and it's basically 251, and he's playing all of the sort of inversions, like a weird combination of inversions over it. It's a really interesting exercise, quite difficult to play on a 4 string because he plays it on a 5 or 6. I can't remember exactly what model he uses, but it's a really, really good exercise for navigating the neck. That's it essentially, but I'm super rusty playing it. I've played it a couple of times already on stream, but I completely forgot about it. So there it is. And because I'm limited by the fact that I've only got how many frets? Well, 13, 20, 21. Can't remember exactly the correct number of frets on. But I don't have a high E, which means I'm sort of limited what I can do. But maybe if I played on a 5 string, I'd be able to get more mileage out of this. So in this case, we're playing 5-1 in flat, right? So. Essentially it, but when I sing it, it sounds terrible, but there it is. Should put some 5-1 in the background to help me this. Oh. But virtual funk. Yeah, play that someone too. Oh no, it's gotta be twice as fast. Uh-oh. Really out of whack. What am I doing? 4. Gotta be faster than that. I don't understand. Do 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 do. Ah. it's in 3. It is in 3. Yep, it is in 3, so it can't be played in this. Um, yeah, kind of let's a 12/8 thing. Sorry guys, I'm just getting a little bit into the weeds here, but since hardly anyone's watching, then might as well. Yeah, that would be it. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And yep. Ah. Anyway, something I think I should probably work out. That's dot dot dot. So cool. I'm not sure it is cool, dude. If you were being sarcastic, I appreciate that. I do. If you're not sarcastic, I appreciate it as well. Because it's not very cool. It's very nerdy, but it is. It is kind of interesting. But again, it's very hard to sort of start practicing harmony and inversions, that sort of stuff, without really getting into the weeds. And in this case, if our first chord is F minor 7, we're playing, starting with the kind of a first inversion minor, but we're starting with the 1, 3, 5. So we're sticking with the 1, 3, 5 that you would normally play an arpeggio in, but playing it in first position. So normally it would be 1, 3, 5. We're playing 1 with the octave. So it's kind of an inverted. The string master says, "Sounds good. Do you live in LA?" I don't. I do not live in LA, unfortunately, man. Fortunately, I'm not sure. I'd be very far from my family. LA sounds good though. Bubbling over there. I do have a couple of friends who do live in LA. I'm for real. It's cool to look at the fingers go effortlessly. I have practiced the crap out of this exercise, dude, some years ago. So, minor arpeggio version in F. Again here, my sort of basic F minor shape would be here. So, 1, 5, 3, 5, 5. Such a strange exercise. 3, 5. Anyway, I want to give it another try. Faster, impossible, or is it? Or is it? Akil, I'm just thinking, dude. Really good exercise for guitar, actually, because you've got so many more strings. You'd be able to take this through multiple tonalities rather than me, because of the range of the bass. I've got to stick to. I could probably try it in. What would that be? D. Could probably try it in So that would be, oh, and that would be a C major 351. I'm gonna try it really, really slowly, see if I can do it. The string master says good gigs for bass here. So I hear, dude. LA is undoubtedly the mecca for session musicians, for sure. And that's why so many, quite a few of my friends live in LA and surrounding areas. Marina Del Rey, I've got some people who live there. Burbank? No, Burbank? Not sure exactly. Anyway, isn't LA the place which is famous for casinos? You're thinking of Las Vegas, Akil. I'm into my 6th month. Lol. Exercises are still in my wish list. This one would be quite good. More of a harmony practice exercise. Hollywood, indeed. Hollywood, bro. LA is famous for Hollywood and the music business. Well, they're kind of intertwined, aren't they? So let's see if I can try this exercise in the key of C. It's going to sound terrible because I'm going to miss loads of notes, but... Okay, I'm going to try it without. So that would mean that I could take this through at least 4 keys. Better than nothing, right? Okay, let's try it again. But slower. 2, 3. Nearly. What's that? One more time. Ah. I feel like playing something else. As a finisher, guys, I'm going to go and have some food. I'm going to play a couple of tunes from this artist here called Euphonia. I think it's probably AI music, but I think it sounds pretty... Dude, I would love playing jazz clubs. The problem is I'm not really a jazz man. I love jazz, but I'm not very good at it. Although I do love playing jazz. I Real B Can Go Away. I kind of like this artist, right? Some of the tracks actually have pretty interesting bass lines. Listen to this. I'm going to try not to make it too loud. Ah, beat. I love this little turnaround at the end of the section though. Anyway, another one. I like this. I like whatever. Yeah, whether it's AI or not, it's kind of groovy. Bassists can write their own ticket out here. Do you mean they can invoice whatever they want? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, they all sound a little bit samey, but what about Orange Man? That's funny. That's a pretty epic intro. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to transcribe that. It was a nice line there. That sounds like old school dirty loops, nearly. Just loads of heavy synths. I like that intro though. Yeah, Orange Man. Gonna transcribe that. Plan of action. Seriously, how does this guy find the names of his tunes? They all sound so random. last. Yeah, they all sound very samey, but I did like that Orange Man tune. Intro was pretty. Nice. Dude, I might just steal that. All right, guys, I'm gonna go have some food. I would like to thank you all, the String Master, Cooked Guy. Thank you for joining, guys. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe, guys. If you did get any sort of entertainment from this whatsoever, do give it a like. Usually, I do a bit more practicing, but today was a bit more free form. Why not? The days are getting shorter, so we need to have a bit more fun. It's the season. It is the season. It's going to get worse in January, so we're going to have loads of fun in January for sure. All right, guys. Thank you all again. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back 100% on Monday. A little thought for Michael, whose wife was in hospital last night. I just really, really hope that she's doing well and that they are both in good health after whatever procedures the doctors have judged was appropriate. So fingers crossed. A little prayer for Mike and his wife, and I hope we're hoping to get good news on Monday or whenever Mike is able to join us again. So Mike, I hope everything's all right, and thank you everybody else for joining today. And I will see you all on Monday. Thank you all very much. I shall leave you with Orange Man from Euphonia. Have fun, guys. Have a lovely Saturday night or daytime, wherever you're watching from in this beautiful old planet of ours. Don't know why I'm saying that, but hey, why not? I'm just riffing on the outros these days. See you all on Monday. Bye-bye and toodles.